Hey swimmers, let's get into a little yoga flow. Get you feeling good, get your shoulders nice and loose. Let's come on down to our backs on the mat. I always like to start with breath. As swimmers, you're very used to both holding and managing your breath as you're moving through the water. So let's take this time now to just take a nice big inhale in through the nose. Full open mouth release. As you do that, feel your body settling into the mat. Your knees can be bent with feet flat on the floor. You can have legs completely extended out and hands out. You should just be nice and comfortable here. Again, let's take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth release. Let's get one more breath just like that. One hand to each rib cage. On the inhale, see if you can blow the rib cage up like a balloon. Draw it in through the nose. On the exhale, out. Actually pressing into the ribs. Feel the release of breath. We'll take it to full nasal breathing now. Seal the lips. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Inhale, drawing breath in through the nose. Feel it come up over the crown of the head, down the back of the neck, down the spine, circling around, filling the belly from bottom to top before coming back out the nose again. We'll take 2 more breaths just on your own this time, keeping it with that nasal breathing pattern. Noticing every ounce of your body completely melting. As little thoughts pop into your mind, allow them to go just as quickly as they come in, taking your focus completely back to your breath. On your own breath and your own time, begin to hug the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze tight. You may even want to pull the nose into the knees and just give yourself a big full body hug here. And then let the head and the shoulders come back to the mat. Take a couple of gentle turns of the head right to left. Right away, can you begin taking notice of the space between the shoulders and the ears? Likely some tightness up in there. It's not a bad thing. You've done a lot of hard work to gain that tightness, right? But this is our time to let it go. When you're ready, release the knees, let them come down to the mat. We'll take a wide stance with the feet. I like to turn the toes just out slightly. Feet probably the width of your mat, if not slightly wider. Extend the arms up and overhead, squeezing biceps to the ears. You can grab one wrist or the other. You'll feel a little bit more extension through the shoulders. Take a nice big breath in. On the breath out, allow the knees to fall one side or the other. This is a gentle rocking motion. Every inhale draws the knees up top. Every exhale allows the knees to drop one side or the other. So again, you're moving with your breath and your time here. So it may be a little faster windshield wipe from side to side. You may also drop into a nice little stretch and find a hold. Already, hips are opening up here. So taking your focus front of the hips, down through the quads, even ankles, feet, getting a little rotation here. Shoulders continue to open as you pull upward. You're thinking length here, out through the fingertips as you're moving side to side. We'll take 1 or 2 more. Again, your breath, your time. Everyone's in a little bit different place on these windshield wipers. And once you feel relatively even, we'll pause up top and again hug the knees in. Gaining some momentum now. Just allow your legs to take you to some gentle rocks and rolls. So you're still hugged in, rounding the spine. And a gentle rock forward and back. Careful to not take any of the weight onto the neck or head here. But it should feel like a nice full massage up and down the spine as you're rocking forward and back. From here, cross the ankles, plant the hands. We'll make our way back, hands and knees. Line the shoulders up over the wrist and the hips over the knees. You can flex the toes here, already getting a nice stretch along the bottoms of the feet. From here, go ahead and press the mat away from you. So a nice way to kind of figure out how to do that. First, allow the shoulders to sink down a bit. You'll pull the shoulder blades together. From here, how far away can you press the shoulder blades away from each other? And I like to say, like, get away from me, mat, as if you're pushing the mat away from you. This is the position you'll want to hold every time we come around, whether we're at hands and knees or in a plank position. Always reminding yourself, get away from me, mat. From here, we'll roll into cat-cow. The inhale lifts the chest and the tailbone. Belly is soft and dropping down. On the exhale, hollow out the body. You'll pull the belly button to the spine. Feel a big rounding of the spine and a big stretch here. Moving back and forth between these two. Cow, lifting chest and tailbone on the inhale. Cat, full exhale out, pulling the belly button to the spine. Rolling through now, just like we did on those windshield wipers. It's your breath and your time. You're moving through cat and cow. Feel the expansion. Feel the release. Feel every single muscle activate. And then feel free to add a little movement here, wagging the tail right to left. And then we'll add even more movement now. Take a shift of the hips back. The palms are pressing you back here and the hips shift back. You can probably already feel the shoulders begin to get a stretch. And then we'll move forward, hitting that cat position for just a moment, and then taking more weight onto the hands as you're soft in the elbows. Squeeze the glutes, dropping the hips down, open the heart, and we'll shift it right back again. We'll move back and forth between these two positions. So just letting the chest drop and the head drop, and then rounding our way up, finding cat for just a moment, and then shifting the weight forward onto the palms, soft in the elbows, squeeze the glutes, drop the hips, open the heart, and then send it back again one more time, pressing back, pulling forward, rounding the spine, finding cat for just a moment, squeeze the glutes, drop the hips, soften the elbows, open the heart. This time we'll send it back to a full child's pose. Knees are wide, toes are together. Allow the forehead to drop down. Feel the chest pressing down here. Take a couple of gentle turns of the head side to side. As you do, can you begin to like fingertip up just a little bit? Like the fingertips are just walking up. As you do that, you'll feel the heel of the hand and the palm lift, and you'll feel a little more stretch up underneath both shoulder blades, all the way wrapping around underneath the armpits. Nice big breath in. Nice big breath out. Lifting up the head, walk the hands all the way over to the right. Allow the upper body to fold over the right thigh as you drop into a very similar position as we were in child's pose, but this time we're getting a stretch on the left side of the body. You'll drag the right palm back towards you a little bit as you get a little press away from you with the left palm. So the palms won't actually move on the floor, but you'll feel just with that little push-pull, the little drag of the right and the push of the left, a deeper stretch up and down the left side. Lifting up the head, walk the hands all the way over to the left. Upper body's folding over the left thigh. Settle in first with your breath, and then we'll get that little push-pull that we were playing with. So we're pressing away from us with the left palm, and the right palm is like dragging back to you. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Lifting up the head, walk the hands back to the center. Full breath in child's pose. Inhaling here. Full release on the exhale. Lifting up just a bit, place the forearms down. Fingertips are nice and wide. We're going to slide forward here. This is called Sphinx Pose. Allow the hips to drop all the way to the mat. Take any adjustments that you need so the elbows can be just underneath the shoulders. Pressing strong and solid into the mat. Continue squeezing the glutes as you just open through the collarbones here. Take a nice big breath in. Hold and sink on the breath out. Roll the toes under, get a nice flex on the toes. You can take the hands to fists here. Press fully into the forearms as you lift the body up and off the mat. We're finding a forearm plank now. We'll take some gentle pulls. Elbows are pulling back to you as the toes press you forward. So these are just small pulls. You'll probably right away feel the core activating here. Let's get about 3 more. Pressing forward, pressing back. You want a full stretch on the bottom of the foot here. And then we'll eventually meet back in Sphinx Pose, pressing into the palms of the hands, allowing the hips to drop, opening through the collarbones, releasing a bit of that core activation. And then nice and easy, allow everything to drop down to the mat. Chin can just rest on the mat. Your gaze will stay facing forward, arms coming out to a T. Right palm beneath the right shoulder, left palm is out to a T. Take a nice big breath in. On the breath out, push into the right palm, lift the right toes up. From here, press your body over so you're rolling to the left. The right toes will come back and tap the mat, the left ear comes down. We're just here for a quick second. We'll roll to the other side to see how it feels. Extend the right arm out to a T, left palm beneath the left shoulder. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, press into the left palm, lift the left toes. Begin pressing over, so you'll roll to the right side, the left toes come back for a little tap. Releasing back to center, we'll get that exact same thing again. Extend the left arm, right palm beneath the right shoulder, lift the right toes, exhale as you press, rolling towards your left side, left ear comes down, right toe taps. Come right back to the center, extend the right arm, left palm underneath the shoulder, take a big breath in. On the breath out, lift the left toes as you press into the left palm, rolling towards the right side, left toes tap. We'll get the exact same thing. This time we're going to come for a little bit longer hold. Extend the left arm out, right palm beneath the right shoulder. Inhale as you lift the right toes, exhale, pressing yourself over towards the left. This time we'll stay for a bit. So the left ear comes down. If the entire right foot wants to come and place, or you can just keep it at the toes, it's your choice. We'll be here just a bit longer. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, sink, relax. See what you can open up in the front of that left shoulder. Let's get one more breath in. On the breath out, rolling our way out of that deeper stretch, extend the right arm, left palm beneath the left shoulder. Inhale as you lift the left toes. On the exhale, press and roll towards the right. So again, you can either keep just the left toe tapped, or you can place the left foot all the way down. See what feels good to you. Inhaling here. Exhale, what can we open up in that right shoulder? Let's get another breath in. Exhale, what can you open up in that right shoulder? Okay, let's release. Coming back to center. Drawing both hands beneath the shoulders now. Roll the toes under. Press away. Remember, get away from me, Matt. Coming up into high plank this time. So this is simply the top of a push-up position. Entire body is activated here. Squeeze the glutes, engage the core. Check in. You want to make sure you, as the pose says, that you look like a plank. So if you feel the hips up or the hips sagging, see if you can really activate the core and get strong and solid here. Big breath in. Breath out. Let's take it into downward facing dog. The hips will go high. The heels will begin to pedal their way towards the mat. Look like an upside down V here. Fingertips are spread nice and wide. Play with different positionings of the hands. And then just pedal the feet as you sink in. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Allow gravity to hold the head here. And then find a little stillness as you press back. Chest is reaching towards the thighs. You'll feel a nice stretch again through the pecs, through the shoulders, up and down back body. Take a nice big inhale as you roll up on the toes. Take a deep bend in the knees. Walk the feet towards the hands, front of the mat. Take about a hips width stance. Upper body folding over low body, completely relaxing here. Grab opposite biceps, adding just a bit more weight for Ragdoll Pose. Again, shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Find gentle movement here, bending one knee, straightening the other. And then releasing the clasp of the hands. Just let them come to the mat, to your feet, to your shins. Find a slow roll up here. Let's stack these bodies up. One vertebra at a time, all the way up to the top. Head's the last thing to come up. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. We'll take a sweep of the arms up high. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Extend, 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 extend. And then on the exhale, pull the left wrist towards the right side of the room. Feel everything on. It's like a big banana for left side of the body. Inhale, right back up to center, grabbing right wrist with left hand. Inhale, reach high. How tall can you get? Exhale, big banana, right side of the body. Take a peek up at the sky as you pull that shoulder up and open. Inhale, right back up to center. Exhale, interlace the hands back behind you. Inhale, open the heart. Squeeze the glutes. You'll find a little baby back bend here from standing. And then exhale, folding forward, keeping the clasp of the hands back behind you and allowing them to just unwind as you come into this forward fold. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Once again, just attention to the space between the shoulders and the ears. Release the clasp of the hands, let the hands come all the way down. Inhale, palms of shins, halfway lift. Back is nice and flat. Gaze just in front of you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, deeper bend in the knees, hands next to feet. Step back, find your way right back to that down dog. We'll find some movement now in this down dog. Inhale, rolling up onto toes. Exhale, let's make our way to that high plank position that we were just in. To get there, wave the body forward, and then find yourself leveling out with the shoulders over the wrist in high plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, send it back down dog. Exact same thing again. Inhale, rolling up onto toes. Exhale, wave the body forward. Shoulders over wrist, high plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, down dog one more time. Inhale, rolling up onto toes. Exhale, wave the body forward, shoulders over wrist. Inhaling here. Exhale, we'll make our way back to that modified upward facing dog. Drop the knees, squeeze the glutes, drop the hips, soften the elbows, open the heart, finding that little bit deeper back bend now. Big breath in. Breath out, child's pose. Resetting here, nice big inhale. Full release on the exhale. Walk your hands back to just beneath the shoulders so you can press yourself up, finding a kneeling position. We'll start with a low kneel. Right shin is down, left foot is up for a half squat, half kneel. Let's try that exact same thing out on the other side. We're getting into the hips a little bit now. Left shin is down, right foot is up, half squat, half kneel. Moving between these two now, rolling one side to the other. And there's no rules on where to go from here. So find what feels good to you. You may be up a little higher. You may be down a little lower, but any way you do it, you're getting into knees, you're getting into ankles, getting into hips. Find some fluid movement that feels good to you here. Get one or two more little turns. And once you feel relatively even side to side, we'll meet. Let's actually start in a low kneel. Untuck the toes and let the hips sit back towards the heels, tops of the feet completely down. From here, we'll come up a little higher. First stop, squeeze the glutes. I'm actually going to turn around so you can see my hands on this one. We'll get a little deeper into the shoulders now. Take the right hand out to a T, thumb up. Bend the elbow as the thumb turns down. Take it back behind your back to start. And then see how far up you can reach, tucking that right elbow in close to the right side. Reach the left arm high. How tall can you get? And then bend the elbow. See if you can reach right fingertips to left. So the fingertips may not reach. Mine don't, quite a ways away. The goal is to maybe one day get them to reach, but the stretch is what we're looking for here. So you can even grab, clothing if you want to grab your shirt, anything to help you, but the chest stays nice and open here. So if you feel yourself kind of caving in because you're like, trying to get that clasp, don't worry so much about getting the clasp. Stay super, super, super open as the fingertips reach, 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 reach. Take one more big breath in. On the breath out, unwind, give everything a shake. Flex the toes now, I'll turn to the side, and sit the hips back towards the heels. So pretty much exact same kneeling position we were in a minute ago, but now we're looking to get a big stretch, bottoms of the feet and ankles as we sit back. We'll keep the toes flexed as we come up to a high kneel, squeeze the glutes. So you know what's coming this time, we're gonna get the other side. Start with the left arm out to a T, thumb up. Turn the thumb down as you bend the elbow and take it up and behind, snuggling left elbow into the left side of your body. Inhale, how tall can you get with the right hand? And then on the exhale, bend the elbow, squeeze the right elbow in towards the ear, fingertips reaching, 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 reaching. Remember, you're trying to stay super, super, super tall here. Toes are flexed, glutes are squeezed, shoulders are open. Big breath in. Breath out. Just let everything release and unwind. Maybe some big circles back, big circles forward. Take a shake, and we'll walk our way forward. Coming back to hands and knees, roll the toes under, hips high, heels down, back into down dog. Can you tell the difference in that down dog? Just from those deeper shoulder stretches that we've already done. Inhale, rolling up on the toes. Exhale, full wave of the body forward. Find your way to high plank. Big breath in. Breath out. Lower all the way to your belly. Elbows in tight as you do, coming all the way down. Get into Locust Pose here. So we'll do it a couple of different ways. Start with the arms extended, right down at your sides, palms facing down, pressing into the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders up into the ears. As the shoulder blades slide down the mat, press into the palms of your hands. Hip bones are pressing into the mat so the upper body can take flight. Keeping gaze neutral just in front of your mat. And then release all the way down. We'll get the low body involved in it this time. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, press the palms into the mat as you lift upper body. Now see if low body can take flight. Again, hips pressing into the mat, low body flying, upper body flying. You've got options with the arms. You can reach them out overhead, biceps to ears. You can also swim them around to the back, interlacing the hands, opening the heart. We did this from standing a minute ago. Might feel really nice to do it as you take flight here in Locust Pose. Big breath in, breath out, full release. All the way down, let the forehead come down to the mat. Take a couple of reverse windshield wipers. So we did these on our back when we first started. So now doing them as we're lying on our bellies, just letting the knees roll from side to side as the feet roll side to side. Pressing up hands and knees. We'll come somewhere between hands and knees in child's pose for this. So just see what feels good for your body. Pressing into the left hand, inhale the right hand high. On the exhale, take the right hand between the space between your left palm and the left knee. Allow the right, outside the right shoulder and the right ear come all the way down to the mat. As you do this, you'll continue pressing into the left hand, face forward so you can see what my hand is doing here. Pressing into the left hand, you'll continue to kind of roll towards the right side, and you'll get a little traction on that right shoulder, which should be a really nice stretch. Keeping the weight out of the head and neck, we're just allowing it to relax as we get the stretch. And then releasing out, coming back to hands and knees. So once again, somewhere between hands and knees in child's pose. See what feels good for you. Pressing into the right palm. Inhale the left arm high. On the exhale, thread the left hand through the space between the right palm and the right knee. From here, you're using your right palm to press away, and that left shoulder and left ear come to the mat, finding a little traction with that press. Again, sensation up and under left shoulder blade. Big breath in, big breath out. Working your way back to hands and knees. Roll the toes under, hips high, heels down, pedaling the feet. Inhale, rolling up on the toes. Take a deep bend in the knees. Walk the feet to the hands, front of the mat. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the fingertips down, reach wide, stretch high. On the exhale, interlace the hands back behind you. Inhale, open the heart, squeeze the glutes, baby back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Chest coming to thighs, shake the head, yes and no. Release the clasp of the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deeper bend in the knees, hands next to feet, big step back, high plank. Last time in our unwind, inhale, roll up on the toes. Exhale, wave the body forward, unwinding to high plank. Big breath in, breath out. Drop the knees, squeeze the glutes, dropping the hips, soften the elbows, open the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Full breath in, full breath out. We'll take it out much the way we brought it in. We'll come to seated and a gentle roll down to your back. Find any comfortable position. Let's go back to windshield wipers. Stretch the arms up and overhead. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, knees falling one side or the other. The inhale draws them back up to center. The exhale drops them to the other side. We'll get one more each direction. And then finish off with a little bit deeper twist for each side. Draw the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg strong and straight. Open the right arm out to a T, keep the left hand on the right knee. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, guide the right knee across the body, dropping into your twist. Continue pressing right shoulder to the floor as you take your gaze over to your right palm. Holding here for a full breath in. Sinking, relaxing on the breath out. Draw the right knee back up to the center. Give it a big hug tight. Take the left palm to the left hip bone and draw the right knee out wide. And then give it a big hug right back into the midline, dropping it out on the mat next to your left. Take a big extension of the arms overhead, legs overhead. How far can you reach the fingertips? How far can you stretch the toes? Let's get that left side now. Draw the left knee into the chest. Give it a big squeeze tight. Open the left arm out to a T. Right hand is placed on the left knee. Take a big breath in. Breath out. Supine twist now on this left side. The left shoulder continues to open. You're pressing the left shoulder to the mat. Let gravity do the work as you sink into this twist. Inhaling here. Exhale, sink. Let's get one more breath for good measure. Inhaling. Hold and sink for the exhale. Draw the left knee back into the chest, give it a squeeze. Take the right palm to the right hip bone. Draw the left knee out wide, and then give it a big hug back to the midline before dropping it out on the mat next to the right. Allow everything to relax now. Open the palms, let the feet fall open. Take a minute or two now just to connect back with your breath, much like we set it up when we started. Sinking in and completely relaxing. I'll bid you namaste here, but please stay and relax and breathe as long as you can.